babies in the place, beautiful faces. So yes, I don't know if I spoke to any of y'all about that credit or what's into it. The reason why I came up with a program called Financial Literacy Improvement Program, and the purpose of it is to increase the literacy rate of finances in our community. It's amongst several programs we have that our organization offers, and I'll be discussing that with you. But financial literacy is a huge program. Give you a little history of what's inspired it. Last summer, everybody got on the Black Bank movement, and so we was in Brownsville, so let's support the banks. And when we did the event, we brought about 50 people there, but there was a little confusion between the organizations and the bank itself on how to keep track of exactly who came in.
Know your statute of limitations. Know if your state requires you to requires an organization to buy debt. I asked her about bankruptcy. I'm leaving New York, but I'm not leaving New York, but I will be a resident of Delaware. 3-year statute of limitation on bankruptcies. 3 years. I don't know if y'all heard me. That means I ain't paying nobody. Nobody can holler at me. So any contract you got with a company and you never signed a contract with them, you only agreed through the implied use, is 2 years statute of limitation. Texas is really powerful. Texas has a website to verify if the debt collector is legal. If their name doesn't pop up on that site, you just take a screenshot and you go straight to the county clerk and you can sue them for $5,000. You can do that in North Carolina. You can do that in Texas. You can do that in New York. You can do that in, I believe, Virginia. Any state that has it, and to find it, it usually ends with JSP or ASP. Those are sites that capture information. So when you're doing a Google search, type in your state, Virginia debt collection license, and when you do the search, you should look for a link that says ASP at the end or JSP. That's how you know it's a capture. It says flash program. When you see it's not .com, that's the script to know that it's capturing information. And you want to make sure that you also see .gov somewhere in and before the JSP. Don't use anything that's not .gov. And just for a word of advice, only go to .gov. If you're in New York, not even in New York, go to Google, y'all remember, eCourts, NYC, debt defense. And you're gonna scroll down to when it says reasons plaintiffs shouldn't win, right? And this will show you New York's law, which is the same law almost all over the place. And you go to number 8, and number 8 says no business relationship. Number 9 says no license. Number 10 says something else, and number 11 is the statute of limitation. These two things, 8 and 11, is what I use for almost every single person's credit. You might have went to a hospital, but your hospital might have sold it to a legal person in the state. So you just have to tell that legal person, do you have a copy of my contract? It's the same statement. I have no business relationship with you, nor have I ever signed a contract stating my responsibility to any stated debt. Please provide me with any document you have with my original signature detailing my responsibility to any such debt.
Give me that website again.
eCourts NYC, debt defense. This website pissed me off. When I found this website, I was completely upset. You'll see why. It's the state telling you how to fight your debt. Not a lawyer, not a court. It's the state telling you this is what to say. If you'd ever signed a contract, and it gives you an example. Have you ever signed a contract? Use this excuse if you never signed a contract with the person. Use this excuse if they sold your debt. It says it, eCourts is a government site. It's eCourtsNYC.gov. Credit repair is a free service provided by the government, provided by many different institutions. So anybody selling you credit repair is selling you a hot seat. Don't buy any trade lines. I don't care what nobody tells you. You go to your grandmother, your aunt, your cousin, you find somebody in your family to add you in your credit report. Between yesterday and today, there are almost 10 people in here right now who are willing to add somebody in here who's black on their credit. I'm not selling it for you, but I'm gonna do this. Whoever's willing, y'all can sit down real quick. Whoever's willing to add somebody on their credit that's in this room right now, let me get a hand up or stand up. Let me stand up, y'all. If you got a credit card and you're willing to add somebody on it, stand up. Come on, stand up. Come here, y'all. Come here, Jude. Jake Quadro, come here, y'all. Come on. I gotta bother you. Come on, sis. Sis, come up. So you see, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can add, you got another person? Come up. You can add 5 people per credit card. Boom, her credit's fixed up. Next, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, where you at? We doing this like white people. Where you at? You need 5 accounts? Cool. Next. Now all y'all gotta do is let them know how we're gonna establish our lines of trade. We gotta scratch each other's backs. People here. This is the main reason why I came to Georgia. I don't give a rat's ass about all this funny talking shit. You see this right here? My man Gooch in Georgia told me, Q, why would you pay for trade lines? Why would you ask for help? You know what a Jew would do? He would write down your full account. You let me get the last 4 numbers of your credit card and the date. Last 4 numbers of your credit card, last 4 numbers of yours. Go it down, write it down on an Excel document, add 5 slots next to it, write each person's name with their phone number, and saying they write the date added and the date they got to get it taken off. That's Black Power.
Yes, it is.
We can do that today.
We can do that right now.
Spreadsheet up.
Spreadsheet sitting right there. Y'all got these. Look, y'all came in for credit. Y'all came in for credit. You came in talking about you want people to help. You're standing in front looking like YQ. Why you got me standing here? This is why we got you standing here. So the last couple of minutes, you see who it is up here, nice in front of you. Sit up and talk to them. Or y'all, please, walk up and just do it like the Jews do in the movies. You, come to me. I want to add all of you. Let's do it. You can be as nasty as you want. I don't like the way her hair, I don't like her earrings. It don't matter. Just pick somebody in here. Sarnetta needs to get a van. It makes no sense to me. 12 people. 12 times 5, 60 people. Brother Tariq, come here right quick, King. Real quick. Y'all know who this man is? Y'all everybody know who he is, right? Did y'all know that he's looking for investors? Did you know that a place only costs about $6,000 for the year? Do you know that this man needs a factory? Did you know that this man was taking trips to Vietnam to get sneakers, but he can only buy about 200 at a time? Find anybody to add you, partner with someone here to open up a secure credit card. Options.